My child, the home you live in is no longer safe because something concerning is happening behind the scenes. The very foundation you trusted is shaking, and you are unaware of the storm that is approaching. This world you believe is secure is crumbling beneath you. Can you not sense the spiritual tremors? I have tried to warn you, but you have turned a blind eye. The place where you seek peace is no longer a refuge. The enemy has quietly infiltrated even the most sacred spaces. Wake up, child, before it's too late. Comfort and ease are no longer an option, for what is coming will test your very core. The walls you've trusted are weakening, and the protection you relied on is being stripped away piece by piece. You cannot see what I see, for you've been distracted by a false sense of security. I call you to prepare for the coming storm. This storm will not be gentle, it will strike with force that will stagger even the strongest. But I am with you. I will not leave you during this trial if you turn to me. Can you feel the heaviness in the air? It is the weight of judgment. I grieve for what must be done, but justice must prevail. The earth cries out for righteousness. People build their empires and monuments, believing they are invincible, but I will bring it all down in an instant. What is high will be brought low, and what is low will be lifted up. My hand will sweep through like fire, and only those who seek refuge in me will stand. You have been warned, yet many still refuse to listen. The world is being deceived by false promises of peace when there is no peace. They trust in riches, systems, and their own understanding, but all of it will fail. The economy you see as stable will collapse in a day. Leaders trusted for stability will be exposed for their corruption, and the very ground will shake under the weight of sin. This is no time for lukewarm faith. The enemy moves swiftly, knowing his time is short. Many are falling into his trap, chasing temporary pleasures that will turn to ashes. Do not be one of them. I love you with an everlasting love, but you must choose now, for the window of grace is closing. Look around. The storms are intensifying, not just physically but spiritually. The conflicts and divisions are part of a greater battle in the heavenlies. This isn't just about nations fighting, it's the kingdom of darkness trying to overtake the kingdom of light. But the victory is already mine through Jesus Christ. The forces of darkness are relentless, seeking to steal, kill, and destroy. Don't be caught unaware. Do not scoff at the promise of my coming, for it is nearer than you think. When the trumpet sounds, there will be no more time. I will come like a thief in the night, and those unprepared will be left in darkness. Even now, the separation is happening, the wheat from the chaff, the sheep from the goats. Which side will you be on? Will you be counted as faithful, or will you be swept away with the multitudes on the broad path to destruction? The days are short, the hour is late, and the time of reckoning is upon you. Prepare yourself, for the shaking will not stop until everything unstable is removed. Only what is built on me will remain. I am the rock, the firm foundation, and all other ground is sinking sand. Don't wait for the storm to seek shelter, for by then it will be too late. I am your refuge and strong tower. The systems of the world are failing, economies are collapsing, and the moral fabric of society is unraveling. But I have not abandoned you. I have given you my Spirit, the Comforter, to guide and strengthen you for what is coming. But you must listen and obey. Lukewarm faith is no longer enough. You must decide where you stand and stand firm, for the waves coming will be fierce. A shaking is coming that will reach every corner of the earth. No one will be spared. I will expose the hidden darkness and destroy the idols people have worshipped. Only I, the Lord, can save, and I reach out to you now. The storm is on the horizon, and it will not delay. Take my hand now before it's too late. You have sensed the warnings in your spirit and seen the signs around you. Do not ignore them. They are acts of mercy, urging you to wake up, rise, and prepare. I am about to pour out my spirit in an unprecedented way, and those who are ready will be part of the great harvest. But those who are unprepared will be overtaken by the growing deception. The enemy is relentless, prowling like a roaring lion seeking to devour. But I have given you authority over him through my word, my blood, and my name. Use these weapons and stand firm, for the battle is fierce and will only intensify. Do not fear, I am your shield and deliverer. You are not fighting this battle alone. Put on the full armor of God and prepare to stand against the enemy's fiery attacks. This is not a time for passivity or silence. I am calling my people to rise up and take their place as warriors in my kingdom. Complacency is no longer an option. Be bold and courageous, for I am with you. The harvest is ripe, but the workers are few. Will you be one of the workers who stands in the gap for the lost, even when the world turns against you? Persecution is coming, but I have prepared you for this moment. Do not fear those who can kill the body but not the soul. Fear only me, for I hold your eternity in my hands. Trust in me, and I will sustain you through the trials ahead. Dark forces are at work in the world, but I have given you discernment through my Spirit to guide you into all truth. The days ahead will be dark, and many will fall away because they built their lives on the shifting sands of this world. But you must stand firm and root yourself deeply in me, for I am the source of life. Without me, there is only death. You must choose now whom you will serve. The time for half-hearted devotion is over. You cannot serve two masters. You cannot partake of both the Lord's table and the table of demons. Choose today, for the day of reckoning is near. My heart grieves for those who have turned away from me, consumed by the pleasures of this world. But you, child, have a mission. You are my hands and feet. Share my love, grace, and mercy, but also warn others of the coming judgment. It is not my will that anyone should perish, but they must choose for themselves. The enemy knows his time is short, and he is working tirelessly to lead many astray. But you are not powerless. I have equipped you with my word, promises, and spirit. Stand in the authority I've given you. You are more than a conqueror through Christ. Do not be afraid of what is coming, for I am with you always. The battle is not yours, but mine. Trust in me, and I will deliver you. Stay close to me and keep your eyes fixed on me, for I will guide you through the storm. My child, your eternal home is not on this earth, but far beyond what you can imagine. So many are trapped in the illusion that their existence revolves around this world, but everything here is temporary. This life is a passing vapor, a brief moment in eternity. Your true destination lies in heaven, and I urge you to focus your heart and soul on the eternal reward that awaits. Everything in this world houses possessions, fame will fade. The earth is not your final resting place, but I have prepared an eternal home for you in my presence. Why do you invest so much in what will not last? I have prepared for you a place of unimaginable beauty and joy, where there will be no more sorrow or death. That is the home you should long for, where you will dwell with me forever. Set your heart on this, for where your treasure is, there your heart will also be. Understand that this heavenly home cannot be earned by worldly success or bought with wealth. It is not a reward for those who accumulate material things, but for those who love me and follow my ways. Do not be deceived by the temporary comforts of this world. They are a distraction from the purpose I've set before you. Your eternal home is in my presence, where you will find peace, joy, and everlasting life. The eternal home I have prepared is for those who live according to my will, seeking me wholeheartedly, loving their neighbors, and laying down their lives to follow me. The path to your eternal home requires sacrifice, service, and devotion to my kingdom, not to the things of this world. So how do you work for your eternal home? By living every day with eternity in mind. Invest in what holds eternal value: souls, relationships, kindness, spreading my gospel, and reflecting my love. Be a light in this dark world. Show others the way to me, and store up treasures in heaven where nothing can destroy them. Many are consumed by the cares of this world, striving for promotions, homes, cars, and recognition, but they forget what truly matters: work that will last into eternity. They neglect the work that matters, the work that echoes into eternity. This life is preparation for the life to come. Every decision, action, and word you speak is a seed for eternity. I don't want you to come to the end of your life and realize you built on things that crumble. I want you to stand before me, receiving a rich reward, hearing me say, "Well done, good and faithful servant. Enter into the joy of your Lord." But this only happens if you live with eternity in your heart, working for your heavenly home instead of chasing fleeting pleasures on earth. Working for your eternal home doesn't mean abandoning your earthly responsibilities. It means prioritizing my kingdom first, trusting that everything else will fall into place. Hold loosely to the things of this world, for your true inheritance is in heaven. Your eternal home is beyond imagination. It is a city with streets of gold, illuminated by the light of my presence. There, you will walk in perfect communion with me, experiencing joy and peace unlike anything on earth. The peace of that place will transcend all you have known here. No more fear, anxiety, or striving, only rest in my love, fully known and fully loved for all eternity. I have gone ahead to prepare a place for you, and if I have prepared it, I will come back to bring you to be with me. That is your destiny, and that is what you must live for. The road to this eternal home is narrow, and few will find it. Many will choose the wide, easy path that leads to destruction, but I am calling you to walk the narrow road, endure the hardships, and persevere in faith, knowing that the reward far surpasses anything the world can offer. I see the struggles you face, the pressures, temptations, and challenges, but I am calling you to rise above them. Fix your eyes on me, the author and finisher of your faith. The things of this world are temporary, but what is unseen is eternal. Every moment is an opportunity to glorify me, advance my kingdom, and prepare for the life to come. You are a pilgrim passing through this world, with a far greater destination ahead. While you are here, I have given you a mission: be my ambassador, representing my kingdom and inviting others to join you on the journey to eternity. The choices you make today will echo into eternity. Will you live for temporary pleasures that leave you empty, or will you live for me, working for what holds eternal significance? Build your life on my truth, love, and purpose, for the consequences of your choices are eternal. Don't be like the rich fool who hoarded treasures on earth but lost his soul. Don't chase after wealth, power, and recognition that will fade away. Instead, live with eternity in mind, working diligently for the kingdom of heaven. On that day when you stand before me, what will matter is not how much wealth, power, or recognition you gained, but whether you lived for my glory, worked for my glory, worked for my kingdom, and were faithful to your calling. So lift your eyes to heaven. See the home awaiting you, your inheritance that is imperishable and eternal. Let this vision drive you to live with purpose, passion, and love. Your eternal home is not on earth, but with me in heaven, and that is where your heart should be. Work for it, knowing that your labor is not in vain, for I am with you, and will reward you in due time.